Our first presenter from the Good Life Girls, Anna Marie Davison and McKinley Linker.
Hello, everyone, and thank you to Dano and Alicia and the rest of the ICELab team for putting this on for us. We're super excited to kick off Cohort Trace. We are the co-founders of Good Life Girls. My name is Anna Marie Davidson.
I'm McKinley Linker. We are going to take you on a journey of how Good Life Girls came to be. I grew up in good old Atlanta, Georgia. I was a very, very shy little girl. When I was in 5th grade, I had a lot of trouble in school because of my dyslexia. I remember so vividly waiting anxiously in class for my turn to read out loud. This experience was the start of my negative self-talk. I used to say to myself, I am not good enough, I am not worthy, no one likes me. These negative thoughts inhibited my personal growth and followed me throughout my adolescence and into my college years until I moved to Crested Butte and started teaching kids in the great outdoors. And yes, skiing in cheetah onesies and tutus is way more fun. This absolutely changed my life. I felt more confident and more myself than I ever had before. I found my passion, my purpose, my calling. I became a certified yoga instructor and I became obsessed with living healthy, mentally and physically. This passion became my purpose to help others live their best lives. Then I connect a strong and independent and compassionate woman. This woman is Anna Marie.
And I grew up in the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan, where status and physical appearance was paramount. And I never had an easy time making friends. I wore glasses and dinosaur heads. I was super shy, and I was always made fun of for being good at art, math, and science. This is when my negative self-talk began. I ended up going to school to study pre-med at Western Michigan University, where the pressure to look and act a certain way kept on building. The summer before my final semester, I moved to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, where my life changed. I learned to mountain bike, I met confident, strong, positive women, and I found sanctuary in the outdoors. This is when I decided that my passion to help people no longer meant becoming a doctor. And so I wanted to help people in a more preventative way. I started teaching snowboarding, and I learned to become a kid again. This was amazing. I came to Crested Butte 4 years later to continue teaching, and I only plan to stay for 1 season, but I'm sure a lot of you know how that goes. And so that following summer, I met this amazing, strong woman, McKinley.
During that summer of us bike coaching together, we noticed the girls were using the same self-destructive words that we used as kids. It would break our hearts every time a girl would fall off her mountain bike and say, I am bad at this. And I will always sadly remember that shocking first time that I heard an 8-year-old girl call herself fat. This isn't just our struggle or the girls we coach struggle, but a true struggle that affects girls and women worldwide. We were so moved to do something that Anna Marie and I combined our 11 plus years working with youth in the outdoors to create Good Life Girls. Our mission is to inspire all girls to live the good life. We believe that the good life is being true to yourself, pursuing your passions, and living life how you want to live it. And how do we do this? Well, here at Good Life Girls, we combine outdoor adventures with personal development skills for girls aged 7 to 14 here in the beautiful Gunnison Valley. Good Life Girls is licensed, insured, and permitted. We always provide a ratio of 1 teacher per every 5 students throughout all of our programming.
And our current program offerings are Saturday Adventures. This is us biking on the lower loop, and yes, we wear helmets. We just took them off for a photo op. We do overnight camping trips. This was us supping at the Blue Mesa. We took the girls camping, taught them how to prepare a healthy camp meal, and taught them basic wilderness skills. And we also do evening workshops. These 3-hour workshops include a professional coach that comes in, and also a healthy dinner, and always a creative project to work on for the girls. And we always use our move, learn, grow approach to teach our 4 cornerstones: confidence, positivity, kindness, and respect. We always start with moving. This study, as it shows, the left brain is taking a test after 20 minutes of sitting passively. The brain on the right shows a student taking the same test after 20 minutes of simply walking. This is why we always start with movement. We move doing things such as yoga, rafting, paddleboarding,
Yes.
hiking. We really do it all. And then we learn about something, whether that's art, science, gratitude, self-love, and the list goes on. And after we move and we learn, we grow. We talk to the girls about how to take what was learned that day and to implement back into their daily lives, at school, with their friends, and with their family. And after our first summer running, we're already having awesome feedback like this. Shout out to Barry in Hawaii, thank you. We also had a mom come up to us and say, I love how you snuck in learning and my daughters had fun at the same time. This is truly a win for McKinley and I.
So last year, we used our Move, Learn, Grow approach to inspire 19 girls here in the Valley. This summer, our goal is to inspire over 50 girls with 20 different programs. Next summer, we want to inspire over 100 girls. And as you can see by year 4, we want to inspire over 300 girls. So how do we do that being headquartered and based here in Crested Butte? Well, here at Good Life Girls, we have big goals. We are going to expand our programming to women of all ages. We are taking Good Life Girls on the road with new locations and adventure travel, and we're going to offer events and workshops for girls and women of all ages. And we are doing all of this with the goal to inspire all girls and all women to live the good life.
And McKinley and I are the sole owners and operators of Good Life Girls. We are involved in all aspects of our business. And we're super excited to bring on 2 new interns this summer, Nicole and Bonnie. Both of these ladies are local psychology students with outdoor leadership experience and are going to add value to our diverse programming and curriculum. We've partnered with all of these amazing organizations. It's pretty amazing to say that a lot of these on the screen are women-owned or women-directed in this community. We think this is super cool. And so, we need your help to continue inspiring girls and to grow our ever-growing network of partnerships. So if you know any families looking for an adventure with us or know any other partners that align with our mission, we would love to talk to you afterwards. Please come say hi.
Thank you for choosing the good life with Good Life Girls.
I think they deserve that ovation. Thank you for that. Nice job, ladies. That was really fantastic. One of the things that I get to do with each of the groups that comes forward through these cohorts is we sit down for about a half hour and just kind of talk, like, tell me your story. I want to hear what's going on. I want to hear like what's been the big powerful moments for you. They shared just a little bit of that, in the early part of their presentation on, why it was so important for McKinley as a young girl that was struggling, and the dinosaur kids, right, and those cute little glasses, and being those nerdy little kids that are like outcasts for really dumb reasons in our childhood, and they've turned into 2 really powerful women. So I'm really appreciative of you using all those moments to really build something big here. So that's great stuff. They also shared, that this isn't just their story, that this is a national and international sort of epidemic with these weird body images things and all these sort of, lack of confidence. They shared some really sobering statistics that hit me hard. And for me, for a statistic to be sobering, it's got to be a really hard one. All right, panel, what you got down there for us? Panel, you got some questions for us? We got one microphone down there for you. You just have to share it amongst yourselves.
I really applaud your mission.
Thank you.
And I think it's an important one. And Anthony was talking about a national epidemic. And so I guess this question is probably going to invite a lot of criticism. But I wonder, why is this girls living the good life as opposed to young people? I think a lot of young people are feeling alienated right now, struggle with body image. I think a lot of people who live in the mountains have, whether they be male or female, have similar stories. So talk me through how you chose your demographic and in a crass way, sort of cut your market in half.
Absolutely. That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. So I think it started for me personally 4 or 5 years ago when I started coaching. The photo it wasn't shown of me and the girls I coach. And it was just so empowering to be with a group of young girls. And like we shared in some of our slides, having the girls call themselves fat or falling off a bike and saying, I suck at this, I want to quit, I'm a bad person because I can't bike. Like, that really moved me, and I was like, I have got to commit my life to doing something about this. Another reason I think is because when girls are in a group together, I think they can be a little more vulnerable, and we can talk about some of these body image topics in a safer environment than if it was co-ed. Do you wanna?
Yeah, and I think Good Life Guys could be in the future as well. We just need the correct inspired male to head that up. Personally, from coaching both boys and girls on bikes, the boys are the ones that are ready to go, and the girls are the ones like, I really can't do this. And so we really wanted to focus in on females first. And of course, I would never put it out of the question for us to do Good Life Guys in the future.
We have the name. We just need some other steps in place.
Yes.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. My question is, why are you expanding to women of all ages?
Great question.
Yes.
So we had last summer, we were taking the girls to Blue Mesa to go overnight camping, and we had this mom, Ann, come up to us, and she was so excited to send her daughter. She was from Texas, and she was like, I wish I could go with y'all. I've never been camping in my entire life. So I just truly remember that moment and being like, we need to do stuff for moms as well. And then honestly, throughout the community, some of the programs and workshops that we've put on, we've had women from all backgrounds, all ages, being like, we want to do this. So it just kind of feels natural, and so it's definitely what we want to do.
As someone who has worked most of my career in the field of outdoor programming one way or another, as an outfitter, educator, and now in the venture travel business, I can't help but want to dig into the economics of your business model. And if you could just share with us a little bit about, what are the major drivers of revenue, and what are your largest cost centers, and how that just broadly sort of pencils out into a business that, hopefully will be profitable for you.
Sure. Yeah. So currently we don't have too many upfront costs. We rent vans, and it's just our labor pretty much. If we have to rent gear, we do that as we need. The girls a lot of time will bring their own lunches unless we're doing a dinner for an overnight camp. We've already doubled our revenue from all of last year to this point right now, so we're super excited about that. We're looking to grow programming to see what the market needs. So we've heard that that families want more programming during the weeks for the months of July and August. So that's something we're exploring. We're just kind of trying to fill the niches. Right now, all the summer camps that are available in the Valley are usually Monday through Friday. There's none on the evenings or the weekends. So we kind of tried to fill that. And then as we gain traction, we're looking to expand that further.
This is sort of a follow-on to both questions. I was really tracking strongly with your presentation, and then you started talking about the expansion and the types of programs. And I think, Krista's question was somewhat related to that, why women of all ages. Mm-hmm. And so given that there are some variable costs that you perhaps don't fully appreciate at the moment, talk to me about the decision to expand broadly like that instead of really focusing on the core of your programming. I think you said it was 8 to 12-year-olds, and that initial concept that you're perhaps the best at, and really trying to optimize the margins there before growing so much.
Well, I think we have plans for this summer and next summer to still focus on that core group, which is the 7 to 14-year-old girls. But I think it's just natural from what competitors are doing and what our clients, who are the girls, their parents, say that they want and need. So I think that kind of.
And also the kiddos are obviously in school most of the year. And so to fill that market of the fall and the springtime and times when kids are in school, we thought that would be a great way to grow and to offer programs during those times when the kids are in school.
Watching kids grow up in our community, and as a parent myself, I know how much attention my son gets from his parents myself and my wife, at his age at 10. And then at 12, 13, 14, and you know, he's going to spread his wings a little bit farther. And that is that period of time where I perceive our kids to be the most vulnerable and maybe need the most sort of additional support and other people in their lives other than their parents. And so have you thought about, you know, addressing that real risky period, you know, pre-adolescence, you know, more mature teenager?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as we grow, we want to do more segmented age groups so that it's more appropriate towards the younger ones, the pre-adolescents, the adolescents, and then the adults. So absolutely.
And not to answer for you, but didn't we talk a little bit about a leadership program that you were envisioning some of the older kids mentoring the younger kids at some point? So tell us about that for a sec.
Yeah, so if we do have, right now it's just one group. So if we do have an older child that is on the cap of our age group, we're looking to kind of put them more in a leadership position to kind of help us teach and coach those younger girls and to really empower them to become leaders as well. So.
Fantastic. Well, we're out of time for questions. If you want to talk to them more, obviously we'll be hanging out in the lobby after this, so please come talk to them. They've got some swag out there you can buy. One more round of applause for our ladies here.